this Tuesday. You can see the background. We're getting ready for Christmas, getting ready to put decorations up. My wife is working on those Christmas decorations just to get into the mood and the mode. But for us, the mood and the mode is all about Jesus. It's all about the baby in that manger. We're not about commercializing Christmas. As a matter of fact, here's something that you might want to think about doing. And thank you for coming by this channel today. Joining me, I'm here. My name is Everett. I'm a pastor in the Maryland area. And I am sharing wisdom from the Proverbs is what this channel is about on Tuesdays. We're sharing wisdom from Proverbs, and today is Proverbs 28:1. But for Christmas, I want you to think about something. Think about this. It is Jesus's birthday. We're celebrating the birth of Jesus. And what if you just took this time to give Jesus a gift? What if you gave him a gift? Now, by giving him a gift, the best gift you can give is yourself, your heart. Just give it to him, give your life to him. It will be the most impacting decision you will ever make for all eternity. And he has done everything for us. This season of generosity, this season of giving is all about the King. It's all about Jesus coming. And notice in the Christmas story, the Magi, they gave three gifts, not at the same time or a moment that Jesus was born, but about a few years later, they gave to Jesus and they gave three gifts. And so even in your family, what if you just gave people in your family three gifts, something you want them to have, and take the commercialism out of it. Give Jesus a gift. You can give yourself, you can give your heart. If you're a part of a local church, give an offering, a special Christmas offering. That's what we're going to do at United. Give to your church and say, hey man, this is for Jesus' birthday. It's like, I just want to bless the house. I just want to bless God's people because that's what it's about. And then if I'm into giving gifts, how about just giving three gifts at the most to a person in your family and just saying, hey, this represents the gold, the frankincense, and the myrrh that was given when Jesus was born. So it is that Advent. That word just means coming, the coming or arrival. It is that season for us who know that Jesus is the only way to have a relationship with the true and living God. We understand that that's what Christmas is all about. But today we're talking about the Proverbs. So in Proverbs 28:1, I want to read this proverb to you. You saw the caption, God's people are bold like lions, and it comes, one of the verses that this can be taken from is the verse I'm going to read to you and show you from Proverbs chapter 28 and verse number 1. If you look to your screen, you see that verse on your screen. It says this. It says, the wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Now, the wicked flee and nobody's chasing them, and the righteous stand. They're bold like lions. And this is a proverb that Solomon, the wisest man of the Bible, is giving to his son. And I just want you to think about this for a second, that as a righteous person, the person that is righteous in and of itself, think about that. How can a person be righteous? The word righteous means to be made right or to stand right, to stand in a position of righteousness. That means that the number one priority or the number one superior is able to look at a person and says that person is right. Think about on your job and you guys are tasked with something to do and the boss stands up or the CEO of the company stands up and says, yeah, this is right. That person did it right. This person is right. And the rest of you are not right. So to be righteous is to stand in that way, to stand and before the one that matters. And in my case, what I'm talking about today is the Almighty God. It matters when we stand before him, because you will stand before him. I will too. We'll stand before the God that created us, who loved us so much. And our problem is the sin that has separated us. And that's why he sent his son, Jesus. And we should choose to follow him, to know him, to believe that he loves you and that sacrifice was made so that you and I could both have life. The righteous stand in that righteous standing because Jesus has made us righteous. And so what it says here in this text in the Proverbs, Solomon is there. He's like the righteous, the one that is following God, following Yahweh. They're bold like lions. They have nothing to be afraid of, nothing to fear, nothing to shrink back on. So they're bold. But look at the contrast, right? the Proverbs are poetic. There's a contrast often. Sometimes it's opposite, meaning a contrast, the exact contrast between two ideas. And then sometimes it's parallelism. It's a parallel between the two. The two ideas are running together, trying to communicate the same thing. And here there's a contrast. So you got the wicked and the righteous. That's a clear contrast. And then you got when they are being pursued, they run. And the other ones are bold like a lion. That's another proverb that says the lion does not turn back when he's faced with any. And if you watched any of the nature channels and you've seen the lions, typically the lioness is doing all the hunting, but the lion, he is the king of the jungle, and he will not turn back. He's not afraid to turn away or turn back from any other predator or any other animal in the jungle. And so it's like the same for those that are righteous. We got God on our side, so we're not turning around. We're not turning back. We're not turning away. We're not afraid, and we're not ashamed. We're bold, just like a lion. Whereas the wicked are running and hiding and everything. Why? Because the fear they have with being discovered or found out because of lies or because of their insecurities or shame, any of those things. But the righteous are bold as a lion. Now, let me ask you something. Which one would you rather be? Running, so to speak, with your leg between your tails like a scared dog? Or would you like to be bold like a lion? Well, you can be bold like a lion when you come to the Lion of Judah, the true Lion of Judah, Yeshua, Jesus, the Son of God and the Son of Mary, the one who came, he lived, he died, he gave his life for us, gave his life a ransom for us, that he might bring us to God. That's what Jesus has done. And as a result of that, it makes those who really know him bold like a lion. And so let me hear you roar. As we ought to roar, our lives ought to roar for God. People ought to know, not in an obnoxious way, but people ought to know that we walk confidently with the true and the living God. The righteous are bold like lions. Hey, look, you have a good night. Get ready for Christmas. Put the king first and be bold like a lion. If you're here, you got any questions, put it in the chat. If you want to know how to come to know Christ, put it in the chat. I would love to, in an offline way, share with you the gospel of Jesus, which is very simple. All right. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night.